Hi guys, this is Sandra of the Alexandrite system. It's been a quiet few days here at Alexandrite HQ. I haven't really heard from any of the others in a few days. So to help me cope with my quiet day, I figured why not make a video about how to help you guys cope with quiet days. First, let's define what I consider to be a quiet day. We have a system on the larger side of small, if that makes any sense. We don't have what could be considered a big system by most standards, but for a small system, we're rather big. So normally our head is just kind of filled with activity. Even if I don't hear anyone, there's sometimes a light pressure that is associated with people talking, but I can't hear them. In addition, we switch rather frequently. I would say on the average day we switch about 3 to 5 times a day, more if it's a day off. So quiet days are just sort of radio silence. It's nothing. No direct communication, no internal pressure, no real feeling anyone around, and certainly no switching. A similar experience is that of being front stuck, in which an alter fronts and then can't switch back out. For us, it's sort of a square and rectangle thing, where quiet days always come with being front stuck, but being front stuck doesn't always come on a quiet day. Complete radio silence is sort of a worst case scenario though. Oftentimes on quiet days, I'll still feel that internal pressure of someone talking but I can't hear them, or I'll feel the presence of somebody near me but I won't be able to know who it is or communicate with them. And I'm not really sure what causes these quiet days. I think it may be just a natural lull in brain activity. Like when you're in a crowd and everyone's conversations kind of die out at the same time and then pick back up. But regardless of why it happens, it's still immensely frustrating. I think what used to be the worst part of quiet days for me personally was the self-doubt that came with it. Because I feel one of the most common experiences of being a system is the question of, am I somehow faking this without knowing I'm faking it? And the answer, logically, is no. You cannot passively fake a system. Faking a system is something that you have to consciously choose to do every day. And if you guys out there have these doubts, I completely empathize, and I'll say that they get better with time and with trust, but they never completely go away. I think because of how stigmatized this all is, and because of how rare that we're all told that it is, it's something that everyone feels couldn't really happen to them, even if it is actively happening to them. But it's okay to have these doubts and to be afraid that you are sometimes somehow faking. Just try not to let it get in the way of interacting with other people in your system when you can. It can also be frustrating when no one else is around and you have to deal with a task that you are not normally equipped for. Because of how system stuff works, different people in the system are used to doing specific tasks. So when one person is asked to do all the tasks for a set period of time, it can be really difficult for them. As host, that is sort of my role, to be the one who's equipped to do everyday life. But it can be frustrating when you have no one else to fall back on. So what do you do when you're waiting for the others to show up again? The answer is whatever you want to do. The bad thing about quiet days is that there's no one else around. But the good thing about quiet days is that there's no one else around. For that day, you don't have to share with anyone. You don't have to get anyone else's opinion on anything. Probably don't make any big life decisions on that day, but you can just do what you enjoy doing. And I think there's definitely something to be said for the amount of privacy you have on a quiet day. Being a system means that when you're alone, you're never really alone. But having a quiet day affords you the opportunity to do things that you like, but no one else in the system likes. So eat that food that everyone else hates. Go and watch something that you enjoy. If you have a time-consuming hobby, now is a great time to go and consume that time. Just remember that the others will come back, and please don't make things inhospitable for them when they do. So I hope you guys have a peaceful day to yourselves, and I'll see you next time.